Good morning, class. This is Accounting 202, Managerial Accounting. My name is Al Wallace, and I'll be your instructor. I hope this little video was helpful to you to get started in the class. First of all, I'd like to say that you folks are my heroes. I just can't imagine back when I was in school doing what you're doing now. It's just amazing to me. I know that a lot of you folks are constantly juggling your families and with your children, and then you've got also a lot of you are taking more than one college class, and then on top of all that, you're doing full-time jobs, a lot of you. So you folks are my heroes, and I'm here to help you any way I can to learn as much information about this course as possible. My goals for this class are as follows. I want to give you some practice using accounting information to make business decisions with. Also, I hope you can get a few ideas or concepts that'll help you later on in your career. Now, my perceptions about this class are as follows. This is the most important managerial accounting class you're ever going to take because it'll lay the foundation for all managerial concepts you're going to use in your business career. And also, I know from personal experience that accounting is a waste of time if you don't use it, practice it, and try to have a good foundation in it. Also, I realize that accounting, unlike some other subjects, is really boring. I mean, extremely boring. But I can tell you from personal experience that the folks in the business that don't understand it or that don't have a good background in it, especially these entrepreneurs that start off with small businesses, they usually don't last very long because it's the way they can tell where they're at and where they want to go to. Now, this is my teaching philosophy in a nutshell. Basically, you can see that this pyramid starts at the top here, where lecturing is something that if you watch a lecture or listen to a lecture, you're probably going to retain about 5% of it within the next 24, 48-hour period. If you read something, you'll retain a little more of it, 10%. If you see something, audio-visual, about 20%. A demonstration is going to help you retain about 30%. A group discussion is even better because you'll retain about half of that in a 24 to 48-hour period. If you practice something by doing, which will be doing a lot in this class, you'll retain about 75% of that. And then, of course, the best way to do anything as far as learning is to teach others or to immediately use what you've just learned. And that's 90%. So that's kind of the philosophy I operate in here. The more you do, the more you're going to learn and retain. Why study accounting? In particular, why study managerial accounting? Well, these things I have outlined in red here usually are the reasons why a lot of businesses don't last very long when they first start up. As a matter of fact, 50% of all small businesses fail within the first 5 years. A lot of them didn't do any homework or very little homework. And they could have saved themselves a ton of money if they would have just done some more homework to see if there were a viable market, to see what kind of accounting types information that they would need to keep going and so on and so forth. So that's really a big reason why these have these kind of failures. Now, financial accounting is something that you take in 201 accounting, and it's usually the first course you take in accounting, and it usually is all about providing financial information to external users, such as people who want to lend you money like the bank, maybe someone who wants to invest in a company, or regulatory agencies. This class is not about that. What this class is all about is providing financial information to internal or people that managers or employees. So all the information is internal. All the information has to do with making calculations, sort of like, can we make a product here and make a what do we need to do to make profit on this particular kind of product, and those kinds of decisions. So it's all internal versus external. Here's something I want to share with you, a little quote that I believe is true. A company often regards a good management accounting system as a valuable company secret, which is true. Here's a little cartoon that you might get a kick out of, may not. Let's do a little housekeeping now. Late and makeup work policy. My late and makeup work policy is as follows. Late assignments are not accepted. You can do the assignments all if you want, all at the same time. You can do them, in advance, no problem. But late work, that'll be a problem. The withdrawal policy. What you need to do is look at the current academic calendar to see whatever the current dates are for withdrawing from this class, and that'll be the dates we're going to use in this particular class for W. It's a student's responsibility to have some kind of a backup plan for your computer or for internet situations. That's something that you might want to try to set up so that you don't ever have any problem about turning any assignments in late.
Okay, let's talk about the book we're going to use. The name of this book is Survey of Accounting, the latest edition. It's an e-book. It's included with the class as part of your course charge. It's by Edmonds, and McGraw-Hill's the publisher. And if you need something to hold on to, you can buy at our bookstore a hard copy or a loose leaf version. The loose leaf version is a cheap, not a very expensive thing. And when you get this, you'll be set for ACC 201 and ACC 202.
So how does the class work? Well, here's the way the class is going to work. First of all, what I want you to do is watch a short video, several short videos in every chapter. They're done by the author of this book, and they cover key concepts. And once you've watched those videos, then I'm going to ask you to do some homework problems that are similar to the videos. And then the homework problems, you have unlimited attempts on those homework problems, and I'll only record your highest grade. Once you've done the homework and feel pretty good about that, then the next step is to take an exam. Most of the exams in this class will be over one chapter. A couple of them might be over 2 chapters, but mostly over one chapter. It's a timed exam, and you'll get 2 attempts, and I'll only record your highest score. The advantages of doing the class this way with these videos, in my opinion, are number 1, you watch videos when you want, as many times as you need to. Another advantage is you can follow along in your book if you get a loose leaf version or even the ebook, and you can watch as the instructor lays out these, as the author lays out these concepts, and you can watch the video, stop them, so on and so forth, but you can follow right along in the book. Another advantage would be you could dictate the pace of the lesson. That is, you can stop it whenever you want to and go faster, slower, whatever. And then another advantage would be you can stop these videos, which I think I've already mentioned a couple of times, but if you need to take notes, you can do that. Also, you can rewatch any part of the video that is unclear for the first time and rewatch as many times as you need to until the concept is clear. And then, like I said before, I only will record your high score and put it in the grade book, and you can get unlimited attempts on all homework assignments.
So, what's my grade based on? Well, your grade will be based on the total points you've received or earned for each of the assignments you've completed, divided by the total points for all assignments. That'll give you a percentage of the total points, and 90% of the total points will be the lowest A. That could be subject to change by the instructor, but most likely that will be how your final grade will be arrived at.
Blackboard, as soon as I open the class up, they'll all be visible. There won't be any hidden assignments. What you see is what the whole class is. Also, all due dates are visible on Blackboard, so you now know as soon as you open up the first assignment for the class, then you know what every due date is for the class. And for this class, there's no final exam. So once you finish the last chapter exam, assuming you finished all the rest of the coursework, you're finished. Also, let's talk a little bit about getting started with Blackboard and Connect. Now, if you're taking 202 accounting and this is something that you haven't taken with Connect, then there's a little process you have to go through, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, so the very first time that you get into Connect, you go into your Blackboard account, log in to Blackboard with your personal login and your password, And then what this is a sample screen, but basically you want to select the accounting class, which is not 201, it's 202 accounting. And then over to the left-hand side, there's a little folder that says assignments, and it'll say all assignments are here for this class. It'll say something like that. So you click on that, and you'll see a list of all these assignments that are for this 202 class. So you click on any one of those, right? Click on the one you want to work. And if it's the very first time that you've had a class with Connect, you're going to have to go through the registration process. If it's not the first time, then it'll probably take you right to the class. But if this is the first time, then you need to pay attention to these instructions. So there's your welcoming screen to Connect. You're going to have to create, give them your email. You have to create a password and a user account. And you want to make sure that what the information here over here to the right over here is for the class you're taking. It will be 201 accounting, it'll be 202 accounting. I'll be the instructor, of course, and then it'll be the 5th edition of the Survey of Accounting, which is going to be the book by Edmonds. All right, so you go through this, you get to this screen, and you'll fill out all these registration information and click on Complete. And once you've done that, you'll see another screen that looks something like this, which it says you've now got your all your registration information completed, and you can click on Go to My Course. Once you go.
All right, this is what the student view of Connect looks like. If you want to go into the book, you just double click the book over here on the left. If you want to see what any of these assignments are worth and the total time you get to take them, if they're timed and so forth, so on, you would double click on the little lock right here. And what else? I guess that's about it. You can kind of work your way through here. There's a lot of little helpful things like a calendar and different things. So that's what the screen looks like when you're actually in the Connect platform. Now the next thing I want to talk about is financial aid. If you're on financial aid, here's a warning I'm required to talk to you about. You must complete a handful of the beginning assignments by their due date. There'll be 3 or 4 of them. And if you don't complete those assignments, all of those assignments, let me repeat that, all of those assignments, I am required to report you as a no-show. And if you get reported as a no-show, that could endanger your financial aid. So just keep that in mind.
Once you finish that assignment, you can click on a little tab right here which says Return to Blackboard, and you can go back to Blackboard, do some classwork in other classes, or whatever you want to do. All right, so from this point, that is once you've registered for the Connect, you got a Connect account and so forth, so on, you can access Connect assignments by clicking on assignment links in Blackboard. You won't have to go through the registration process but one time. They'll take you directly to the Connect assignment, and very important here, when you finish the assignment, you should click on Submit. If you don't click on Submit, the assignment's not going to be counted. It's not going to get through to the grade book or anything. So you want to click Submit. And then once you've done that, you can log out from there. Now, homework help. There's several ways you can get help for homework. First of all, at the bottom of not all, but most homework assignments, if you need it, at the bottom of it, there's going to be a little thing that says View Hint Number 1. And you click on that, and what you're going to see is a little flash video. And this flash video will be a very similar problem as to what you're trying to be asked to work for homework. Watch that, and then go back and complete the homework assignment. Another way to get help would be to email me. If it's content help, then you can, email me, and I'll get back with you as quick as I can, and I will hopefully resolve your situation. And then if you need technical question help, that is, I can't get to the internet, for some reason Connect is, there's something wrong with Connect in my computer and so forth, so on, then you need to contact McGraw-Hill. I can't help you with technical questions, but McGraw-Hill is very good about helping students with this. You can call them at 1-800-331-5094 during their hours of operation, and they'll be glad to help you, walk you through some kind of problem you're having. Sometimes they want you to download different things for your computer, like to help you get through the make sure that you're having a good connection with Connect and so on and so forth. But they're very good about this. So here's a little summary of this. You can, like I said, call Connect, or you can go over to their website and have a chat or email. Here's their hours of operation. Here's the link to go to their website for other student ways to be helped, or you can email me. Now let's see what else here. I'd like to, at this time, thank my assistant who helped me put these PowerPoints together. That's enough of a pause, isn't it? And then finally, it looks like that's all I've got for now. So this is goodbye for now, and I hope this little video has been helpful to you. And good luck this semester.